So, who can answer? Oh, Rika, you can unmute your mic.
20, miss.
20. Um,
Mali.
Good morning, everyone. It's April 1st, 2021, and look at you. You're so brave, you're glowing, you're loved, you're appreciated, and I just wanted to say that I'm so proud of you all for making it until today. That even in life where everything seems to be exhausting or energy consuming, you're still here. You're still fighting for your dreams and you're still kicking, and that's the spirit. Keep it up. Anyways, we are the 13th presenter, and we will be demonstrating to you the application called Classin. We're all familiar and been using Zoom, Google Classrooms, MS Teams since it serves as our virtual or online classrooms. But are you guys familiar with this application? Classin. Probably some of you will answer yes, kinda. And some of you will answer no, I haven't heard or used the application before. So now let me formally introduce to you our application called Classin. Disclaimer, this application is founded year 2014 and launched year 2017. Their company name is Beijing Empower Only Company, and their headquarters location is in Beijing, China. In simple words, this application is made in China, but this application is trusted by 60,000 organizations. And fun fact that this application is a free online service for Filipino schools. Questions. What is Classin application? Classin is an online classroom tool meeting the needs of teachers in a range of disciplines. Its features includes note-taking, screen sharing, collaborative document editing, and many more. Classin brings mobility to phone and pads into full play. By taking pictures and sending them to the classroom, you can submit your homework, you can share your work, you can study together anytime, anywhere. How can I download it? Classin is a very accessible application. You can just simply search it on your browser, or if you're using a cellular phone, you can make use of your app gallery or Play Store to install this application. How can I register to Classin? First, you need to click sign up to register and create your account. Second, you need to enter your phone number because the application will send you a SMS with the code to confirm your number. Third, you need to create your password and click sign up to finish registration. You need to use your phone number that you created your account with when logging in. Note that do not forget to check the calling code or the Philippine dialing code, which is +63, before entering your phone number.
Here are the different parts of Classin. First, we have the interactive blackboard. So this is the interactive blackboard. It is called interactive because if the teacher allows his or her students to have control over the blackboard, then that is when interaction begins. Here, students can easily access their tools to put whatever they want or what the teacher wants them to do. Next is the stage. The stage is where your profile or webcam is placed. I love this feature because unlike MS Teams, the teacher has the access to move your profile or webcam and place it in the interactive blackboard. So if there are activities wherein there's a need for the students to be recognized to the teacher, they can just easily move their profile and adjust their size. So here's an example. I'm gonna forgive my face. Okay, that's it. And you can just resize it. That just bring back to the stage because um, next is the internet status. So here you can see the internet connection you have. What I like about this app is that students cannot lie when it comes to their internet connection. I know that not all do this because it is a fact here in the country that internet connection is really poor. But there are also instances wherein students use alibis to trick their teacher. And I hope we don't use this type of defense because in the end, not listening to the discussion is your loss. Next is the toolkit. So in this side here, you can see the toolkit. Here you can access many tools in the discussion, but I'm just going to have a shallow introduction to this feature because later we are going to access all of them. Next is the basic controls. So as you can see here, this part here. So these are the basic controls. Like any other application, we have the close button, the maximize button, and the minimize button. But in Classin, these buttons are included. We have the microphone button here. wherein you can adjust the settings of your mic and identify which type of mic you will use if you have options. So we're going to click that. You can see that I have options here. I can use this mic. I'm using this mic, or I can use this mic, and so on. Next is the webcam button. You can also adjust the setting of your camera, like turning it off or not. So basic, you know. Now, if you want to record the discussion, then just click the recorder button, and it will immediately record a class like what you are seeing right now. This is an example of recorded video. You can see a watermark of Classin at the bottom left corner. And yes, this part here. Lastly is the setting tab, this one, wherein you can just adjust the classroom setting for better performance. So this one.
Hello, students. Hello.
Hi, Miss.
Yes. How are you
Hi,
today?
Miss.
How are
Very
you
good.
today? Yes, it's great. So now, welcome to Classin. So before we start, yes. So before we start, I will give you the authorization to interact the online board. So once you receive it, you will see the crown in the upper right corner. Yes. So now you can now draw or type a text in the interactive board. So let's try. Come on, students. Scribble something in the online board. Oh, I can see Sai, Anna, Rika. Yes. All right. Thank you, students. So now let's have an addition. So I have here 4 plus 8 equals. Who can answer? Anyone? Yes, Rika. Oh. Rika.
12, Miss.
All right. Very good, Rika. So with that, you will receive a reward. Yes. Take note, students, that once you participate, you will receive a reward. That is a trophy here in Classin. So, kung kadaghan mo nagsige-participate, the Classin will count that for you. So, let's proceed.
Yung sama ako dito. Get a 30, bro. Get a 30, bro.
18.
Dito, meron dito. Ano dito?
18.
Yun. Get a 30, bro.
What
Yun,
happened?
meron dito.
So,
Yun. Diyan. Meron dyan.
Iting.
Yun.
Iting.
Yun. Get a 30, bro.
Okay.
Diyan, sama ko.
I'm sorry, Iting.
Diyan.
Mute you so that we have a smooth flow of our discussion today. Class, if that will happen again, I will use the downstage, wherein I will be able to kick you out in this meeting. So I don't want that to happen. So if you have concerns or questions, you can approach me through the chat box here in Classin. So all right? Is that okay for you guys?
Yes, Miss.
Thank you.
So now we are down to the toolkit part. So in the toolkit part, we can see a lot of tools built by Classin. Let's start first with the paintbrush tool. In the paintbrush tool, you can customize the size of your paintbrush and also the color. Let's start first with this one. So, okay, it's not bad at all. Oops. Okay, I know you're guessing what this is. I'm gonna add green. And then this one for the branch. Oh, isn't that amazing? I'm not artist, okay? So that's how you use the paintbrush tool. Next, we use the text box tool. Same goes with the text box tool. You can customize the size of your text and also the color of it. So let's start with this one. Now I want this to move at the center, but I cannot. How am I going to do that? easy. I just have to grab the select tool and then highlight the text I want to drag and put it in the middle, just like that. Now let's go to the screenshot tool. So this is very useful, especially to those PC that doesn't have built-in screenshot with them. So let's try this. Select the part you want to screenshot, and now it will automatically be pasted on the interactive blackboard. Isn't that amazing? Now, what if I am going to delete the leaf of the grapes? How am I going to do that? Just click the select tool and highlight the leaf that I want to delete, and then click the delete tool. Okay. Now let's go to the laser pointer. This is very useful to the teacher if she wants to navigate or to locate somewhere here in the interactive blackboard. Her cursor will look like this, but in the student's end, it will look like a laser so that they can locate which part in the interactive blackboard the teacher is referring or emphasizing. Next is the chat box tool. I really love the chat box tool in Classin because it separates normal chats to questions, so that whenever I have questions or whenever my students will have questions, I can just easily address them. Now let's go to the drive tool. Here you can easily upload files from your drive that you want to present in your class. So let's start. For example, here I will be presenting a PPT. So I'm going to have a full screen. Now you can see the PPT that I will be discussing. For example only. So yeah, that's how you do it. And now, this is the teaching tool. This will be presented later. The rooster. Here I can see the attendance of my students, the status of their internet connection. Are they muted or not? Did they turn off their camera? How many rewards did they have? What type of device are they using? For example, they're using phones or PC. In phones, Classin can locate if they are using an Android phone or an iOS one. And lastly, the participation part, so that the teacher will know who are those students who are raising their hands. So that will be all. Let's go to the teaching tools. So here are the 20 teaching tools you can use in Classin. As you can see in my screen now, I have the 20 useful tools in teaching. First, we have the load image or board file. Here, you can attach pictures from your computer if you're using your laptop or PC, or from your phone. You can also attach save board files from your previous discussion. So let's click the load board file. Let's add picture here. This will be a random picture, by the way. So now you can see in my screen that I have posted a picture on the blackboard, and I can move it around and stretch it to resize the picture. Next tool we have the save share board file. So in this tool, it helps you to save the board file or share it. By the way, guys, board file means the save file of the interactive blackboard. For instance, the class is running out of time, so you can just easily save the blackboard for the next meeting. So whatever you have written in the blackboard, you can just easily save it for in case you're going to use it for later purposes. Next is the desktop sharing. So what I love about this feature is that sometimes when we do share screen, we might open tabs or folders that are not necessary or private. So in desktop sharing in Classin, you can just easily focus on only to which part of your screen will you be seeing. You can also full screen it if you want, and no more wait sa miss kay ng close pog tabs or any unwanted information to be shared in the live shares. Next tool is the multi-screen sharing. So this part, student has the opportunity to share the screen only to the teacher. As the teacher opens this tool, it makes more private to the students if he has any concerns to her screen. Note that only those who are using desktop can share the screen. Sad, but desktop is very convenient when we do screen sharing. So when I click this, teacher has the option to share screen students, or all students share screen, and then you can just easily browse in the gallery to watch their screens privately. Next tool is the Classin mirror. You may say, ay kasad kay dili mi maka-share screen mga phone users. Worry no more because in Classin Mirror, you can now share your phone screen just by scanning the QR code presented in the interactive blackboard. So if ever I'm going to quit this one, there will be a QR code on the blackboard and you can just easily scan it in your QR scanner. And then you can share screen your phone. Isn't that amazing? The next teaching tools will be presented with my colleagues.
So now let's move on to the second row. Second row includes timer, stopwatch, dice, responder, and slot machine. Now let's go first to the timer. Okay. Timer can actually be adjusted from 1 second to 59 minutes. Just like this. Okay, timer can be used if you ask your participants to create something within 1 second to 59 minutes, though it depends to you if how long will you let them do their sit-in activity. Next is stopwatch. Let's drag it to the center. Alright. I'll see. Stopwatch can be used, example, if you're having your PE class and you ask your students to do a blank for 60 seconds, and to make sure that there's no bias and no one will cheat, you will be the one to set the stopwatch on screen. Just like that. And let's move on to the dice. Alright. Dice can be used for online grouping reporting. The dice will show everyone if what group number will be the first presenter, just like this. Alright, and now let's move on to the responder. Responder, it can be used through oral recitation. The first one to tap the button wins. For example, okay, so since I have no students, so nobody answers, so let's close it. And lastly, the slot machine. Slot machine can be used as a group member, picker, or chooser, since students or participants' names will be automatically be listed into the machine. And you can either choose online students only or all students. And that's all.
Hello everyone, I'm going to demo with you about Small Blackboard up to the browser. So let's just start here. Small Blackboard. So you can basically choose whether it is a type of drawing board or a text. So I'm going to demo the both of them. First is drawing board. So here, you can just basically draw anything. Let's just say that you ask your students na mag-draw og heart, na they can interact with you easily. And pwede nimo i-hand out to let your students interact with you. And then after, pwede na nimo i-collect ang mga answers nila or ilang mga drawing. And after that, pwede nimo siya i-drag anywhere. Then diba, or diri. Then you can basically write a text with it in here, like, and then you can also screenshot with it, and also delete. Makadelete ka if you first make this, drag one, and then click delete. Okay? Pwede mo siya i-save, but let's just cancel it. Next one is text board. So basically, you can type any questions that you want to answer your students. So, unsa man na question? How are you today? After that, you can hand out it to let your students answer your question. Then, nasa timer sa upper part, this one. And then, for example, 1 minute ra ang imuhang gusto, pwede na mo siyang i-collect after 1 minute. Collect all answers. So, the blackboard is taken back. Okay? So, next tool is selector. So, This is a multiple choice that you can read some questions. So you let your students choose the correct answers. You can actually see the statistics and the details with this one. And you can also add up to H ng siya nga letter. And then pwede na naman siya. And then if ang correct answer is C, then nagbigay ng-answer ng students nimo. Then makita niyo mga statistics. Kung pila ka book ang i-submit, accuracy, and the correct answer, then the details, the name, ang time, then unsay ng answer, makita ra dyan. So it is really nice. So next is the breakout rooms. Breakout rooms, you are familiar. We are already familiar with this one because our teacher used this to group us on a particular task. Okay, so I cannot demo with you this one because pero I know you know this one already. Okay, so let's just move on to another tool. Next is text. So it's just a simple text. What's nice with it, you can save through your drive or your desktop. If you want to type anything, pwede ra dyan. And pretty na. Makita niyo dito sa books na actually save. And then na kay option, save to local or save to drive. Then actually file name, then save to. And pwede i-confirm mo and then tada, na-save na siya. So, nice siya. Lastly is browser. So, this is my favorite part because we can actually search for anything with it. It is very accessible and convenient for us to navigate. Pwede siya padakan. When there is a need, kabagunita nga na siya importante nga mag-watch a particular video for our lesson, we can search sa YouTube, etc. So, ato i-try mag-search daw YouTube. See? It is very convenient to use. And then after, if gusto ka na naka-search, and then makikita sa students, mo ato sa Google. O, diba? It is very accessible to use. Dili siya complicated. Okay. So, I think that's basically it. I hope you learned something. And, yeah. Thank you for listening.
Other teaching tools that Classin offers are physics and chemistry experiment. All we have to do is to click this. Yes, all right. Let's proceed to chemistry experiment. And here, as you have noticed, it has all the experiments that we can use in our science class. But sadly, the language used here is Chinese. We are having a hard time comprehending it, but it's okay. So let's proceed to assist camera, wherein we can choose local camera or web camera. The local camera supports display audio and video from local camera device, while web camera, enter the name and URL of web camera to play the audio and video of it. So next is Apple Mirror. So Apple Mirror use mirroring to display iPhone, iPod, iPod Touch content to Classin classroom. All we have to do is to follow all these procedures in order for us to use this. Lastly is the marker. Marker in a red dot here. We can use this to mark the lessons that we are currently discussing or anything that needs a mark. So that's all. Thank you.
Classin enables teachers and students to come together online and learn in a collaborative virtual environment With a shared interactive blackboard, a lot of essential teaching tools, and a cloud service that allows easy access to teaching materials. Classin has everything educators need with their online classes, whether they are teaching ESL, math, science, or other professional development courses. And the good thing here is Classin's mission is to empower online education by providing teachers and institutions the platform they need to make online learning personal and engaging for the students while they are learning. Indeed, Classin is perfect for virtual learning, and it is proven and tested by us.